believe he has it on the screen. Psalms number 6. All right, if we all can read together, I believe it's on the screen. Psalms 6.
O Lord, rebuke me
Not in thine anger.
anger. Neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also sore vexed.
Yes.
But thou, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. For in death there is no remembrance of thee. In the grave, who shall give thee thanks? I am weary with my groaning. All the night make I my bed swim. I water my couch with my tears. My eye is consumed.
Depart from me.
Yes.
The voice of my weeping. The Lord hath heard my supplication. The Lord receive my prayer. Let all my enemies be ashamed and so vexed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly. Amen. In the reading of the Holy Writ, you may be seated. I want to talk today from the 6th number of the Psalm. I want to talk about Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Lord have mercy.
Amen. That's what we want to talk about. Lord have mercy. Our message today opens with David. David has now tasted the bitterness of sin. He tasted the bitterness of sin. Before I get the message, I want to thank Deacon William Cardwell for that introduction. Amen. See here? That's a powerful introduction. He did say I was from New Orleans, so that was good. Amen. I want to thank him for that. David has now tasted the bitterness of sin. He expresses sorrow, humiliation, and the fear of God's wrath. We can all identify with David.
Amen.
David cries for mercy. He said, have mercy on me, O Lord, I am weak. My bones are vexed. The question this morning is, who obtains mercy from the Lord? That's a good question. Who obtains mercy from the Lord? It's those who realize they need mercy. Some people are too mean to ask the Lord to have mercy. Too mean. God will only give mercy to those who ask for mercy. See, David had messed up. David knew he had messed up. David had committed one of the greatest sins you can commit. He was walking through the palace one day and he saw this lady, you might know her name is Bathsheba, and he saw her bathing on the rooftop, and he asked, who is that? And he sent for her. And they said, David, this is one of your soldiers' wives, David. And he said, well, I need to see her. And David took Bathsheba into his own, and you know he messed up. He laid with her, and she was with child, and David thought he had got away. See, sometimes we think because we get by, we got away.
Come on now.
No, but as David was going on with his daily life, God spoke to Nathan the prophet.
Yes, he did.
Told Nathan to go and knock on David's door and tell David a story.
Yeah.
And Nathan went and he said, David, I need to talk to you. David got up and said, hurry up, Nathan, I'm busy. Say on. He said, David, there was one man who had everything a man could have.
Yes, he did.
And there was another who had only one little lamb. But the man who had everything he could have, he took that man's one little lamb.
Yeah.
He said, David, what do you think we should do with that man?
All right.
David, should that man ought to be killed? Nathan looked at him and said, you the man. You the man, David. You took Uriah's wife and you had a letter sent by Uriah to give it to Joab on the battlefield to have him killed. And when David heard that, he fell down and said, Lord have mercy.
Yes, he did.
He didn't brush it off on somebody else.
No.
He didn't. I'm sure David in his mind was singing that song. It's not my brother, it's not my sister, but it's me, O Lord. Standing in the need of prayer. David fell on his face and said, Lord,
Have mercy.
have mercy.
Yes, sir.
Listen to David. Listen to David. We're going to walk through this 6th Psalm. David said, O Lord, rebuke me not in thy anger. See, David doesn't deny his sinfulness.
Right.
He confessed his sin.
Yes, sir.
He didn't try to get around it. I know it's not a Joe Osteen message today.
That's right.
It's a conviction.
Good.
It's a blessing. David confessed his sins. He admitted, amen, he's worthy of rebuke and chastisement.
Yes.
Conviction of sin is the first evidence of need. God can't help you unless you confess. God can't deliver you unless you confess. Conviction is a step to victory. Well, I didn't say eviction. I said conviction is the next step to victory. David's soul was so troubled, he wept all night over his sins. Listen to him. Listen to David in verse 6. He said, all the night make I my bed to swim. I water my couch with my tears. You see, when the soul is troubled, this is agony. David's soul is in trouble. You haven't been in trouble until your soul is in trouble. David, listen to him. He said, all the night make I my bed to swim. I water my couch with my tears. David's couch became a swimming pool. He was agonizing over his sin. He was swimming in his own tears because he had messed up.
Yes, sir.
When the soul is troubled, this is bad. See, we all are guilty before the Lord.
Amen.
I don't care who you are, you're guilty.
Not right.
We all are guilty before the Lord. Romans 3:10 says, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And I'm glad to say all and not y'all. Some people try to loosen us up. Some people point the finger at you. But all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And the Bible said the wages of sin is death. But the gift of God is eternal life through Jesus Christ our Lord. The wages never change. The wages on your job change. But the wages of sin stays the same.
Yes, sir.
At the end of life, you get on that check, death. David had messed up. I come to ask you a question this morning. Have you faced your guilt? Do you realize that you need God's mercy? Amen. Some people don't realize they need God's mercy. Jesus was passing through Jericho, and there was a leopard camp across the street. And as Jesus was passing by, 10 men cried out at the same time, sound like a leopard choir. At the same time, they shouted out, Jesus of Nazareth, thou son of David, have mercy on us.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All shouted at the same time, and Jesus yelled back and said, go show yourselves to the priest.
Yes, sir.
Because the priest had power in that day. And as they was going, the Bible said they was healed.
Yes, sir.
9 was healed, but only 1 came back to say thank you. Only 1 came back. He fell down and said thank you. And Jesus said, go your way. You not only healed, you've been made whole. You ought to give God a hand of praise. See, there's a difference between being healed and being whole. It's a difference. See, and let me tell you, this is not the Bible, but the story was told that these 10 lepers met up in the marketplace later. And the 9 kept looking at that 1. They kept looking and said, let's go over and talk with him. They went over and said, sir, weren't you in a leopard camp with us? He said, yeah, I recognize you fellas. They said, we noticed that we was healed, but we still got spots on our body. People can tell we were leopards. But we noticed your skin is smooth. We can't even tell you was in a leopard camp. What oil are you using? What are you doing? He said, no, I went back to tell the Lord, thank you. And he not only healed me, he made me whole like it never happened. God has a way of blessing you like it never happened. They were healed when they asked for mercy. 10 lepers. Mercy is giving you something you don't deserve. That's what mercy is, giving you something you don't deserve. Do you realize you need God's mercy?
Yes.
Only those who realize they need God's mercy receive God's mercy. Listen, those who remember that mercy is available receives it. Listen to David, verse 4. We're going to work the song. Listen to David. David said, Lord, save me for thy mercy's sake. How do we know God's mercy is available? That's a good question today. He said, Reverend, you up there preaching about mercy. How do I know that it's available? Good question. Numbers 14:18 say the Lord is of great mercy. 1 First Chronicles 16:34 says, his mercy endureth forever.
Amen. Good teaching.
Micah 7:18 said, he delighted in mercy. Ephesians 2:4 said that God is rich in mercy. God is rich in mercy. Who do you know that is rich in mercy other than God? I know some rich people, but I don't know anybody who's rich in mercy other than God.
Amen.
He's rich in mercy. The mercy seat is the mercy seat in the tabernacle reveals God's mercy.
Yes, Lord.
The mercy seat was sprinkled with blood.
Yes.
Mercy flows from the cross where Jesus died.
Yes, sir.
The gospel declares God's mercy is available to all of us. I come to tell you this morning, don't be afraid to humble yourself
Amen.
and say, Lord,
Have mercy.
have mercy.
Yes, yes.
Some of us wonder why our prayers are not being answered and why we're not prospering and being blessed. You just a blessing away from saying, Lord, have mercy. Sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes you don't need money, you don't need a car, you don't need a home. You need some mercy.
Amen. Amen.
David said, Lord, have mercy. Thirdly, those who request mercy receives it. Notice what he said in verse 2. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. See, when your bones hurt, your whole body hurts.
Yes.
Your bones hold your body together. When a bone breaks, that part of your body goes limp. David said, Lord, I am weak, for my bones are vexed. David is in trouble
Yes.
over his sin.
My.
David is in trouble, brother. He's agonizing over what he's going through after giving that letter, giving Uriah his own death letter.
Yes, he did.
Gave it to her husband to give to his commanding-chief Joab. Can you imagine carrying your own death letter?
Yes.
And when he gave it to Joab, I can imagine the expression on his face. Looked at it. Okay. Killed him. Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
But when David realized what he did after he'd been exposed by Nathan, he said, Lord,
Have mercy.
have mercy. Listen to it. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. As again, when your bones hurt, your whole body hurts. Your bones hold you together. Listen to David. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. What is David saying in essence? He's saying, Lord, I'm in trouble. He said, Lord, I'm in trouble.
Hurt.
All the night I make my bed to swim.
Yeah.
All the night make my bed to swim. David is weeping over his sin.
Yes, sir.
Oh Lord, heal me. All the night make my bed to swim. I water my couch with my tears. Lord, have mercy. David's bed became a swimming pool. But thank God that God is a God of another chance.
Yes. Come on.
God is a God of another chance. Even though David has went through that, he's weeping all night over his sins, he's going through it, his bones are vexed. David began to get himself together. Because God is a God of another chance. You remember when God told Jonah to go preach against that wicked city in Nineveh.
Yes.
Jonah turned his hat backwards, went down to Joppa, bought a ticket going to Tasha. While Jonah was going to Tasha, God had spoke to a fish. Said, I got a runaway preacher. I want you to catch him. Jonah thought he had got away, but God had spoke to a fish. Said, don't swallow him up. Just hold him a while. But God is a God of another chance, because when Jonah was in the belly of the fish, the Bible said he turned himself towards Jerusalem in the belly of the fish.
Yes, he did.
And he started praying. I like to believe he said, Lord, I know I didn't do right, but Lord, I need some mercy.
Come on, preacher.
And when Jonah said that, God tickled that fish and it drew Jonah up on a land called Nineveh.
Right.
Mercy will take you out of the belly of a fish.
Yeah.
Some of us are just a prayer away, a blessing away from Lord. Have mercy. Here it is, David said, all the night make my bed to swim, my bones are vexed, and Lord, I need you to have mercy. And then we see the great invitation to salvation is called to receive. God's grace grants mercy to sinners who request it. See, when you request mercy, God will give you mercy. God has a warehouse full of mercy with the key and lock on the outside. Waiting for somebody to ask for mercy. What you going through, you just a blessing away from saying, Lord, have mercy. They ought to have a commercial. What's in your wallet? You ought to have a Lord have mercy in your wallet. I don't know about you. Every time I get in trouble, I say, Lord, have mercy. Come on, give God a hand of praise. God's mercy is extended to those who don't deserve it. Right. Mercy is giving you something you don't deserve. Right. That's what it is. I grew up in New Orleans, and thank you, Brother Caldwell, Deacon Caldwell. And I remember the day, the pardon me from using personal references, but we'd be outside throwing rocks, and rocks break windows and these kind of things. And my mother would be looking out of the window, and she would see us, and we know that when she called us in the house, we're going to get a beating, but she would call us in and say, I got some ice cream. That was mercy. Giving us something we didn't deserve. Yes. How many in here have received blessings from God you know you didn't deserve? Yes. Come on, give God a praise offering. That's God having mercy. You know you wasn't supposed to get that job. That's right. That person had a better degree than you. Yes, sir. All right. You know you weren't supposed to get that house because your credit was no good. Credit card came in the mail. You don't know where that credit card came from. That was God having mercy. Mercy is giving you something you don't deserve. Right. Like the prodigal son, he rose up to his father one day and said, Father, give me all that belonged to me. His daddy didn't say anything. He gave him all this money. He went out and he got down in what we call a far country. Yes, sir. He got in the pig's pen, and he was a Jew. Jews didn't eat pork. No. He was eating what the pigs ate. In fact, you eat more than the pigs was eating. He had got down in the far country, but one day he came to himself. And he began to talk to himself. He said, wait a minute, in my father's house there are many blessings. He said, I'm going to rise and go to my father. And look at him talking to himself. When I get home, I'm going to say, Father, I'm not worthy to be called your son. I know I messed up. I know I spent, but if you just make me a high servant in the house, I'll be okay. And as he was on his way home, the father looked out and saw him. Ran and fell on his neck. And the son was trying to confess. He said, no, you're my son. What's that all about? He was having mercy. When they got close to the house, the father fell on him, and they were walking back together. Son confessing, and when they got to the house, he told the other servant, go play some music. Get a robe and put on this boy. Get some shoes and get a ring. We're going to kill the fattest calf. What was he showing them? Mercy. That prodigal's father is a picture of our heavenly Father. Giving him something he didn't deserve. He had to get out in the far country. Don't you know you could be in church, you could be in New Beginnings Christian Fellowship and be in the far country? Come on. You don't have to go to Chino to be in Chino. You can be in Chino in your mind. He was in the far country. But God, his father showed him mercy. The woman who got caught in adultery, they say we caught her in the act. Right. Jesus, you can't deny this. We caught her. We got her, and what you say about it now? Because the law says we can stone her to death. But love our Lord, he just stooped down and began to write. I don't know what he wrote in that saying. When I get to heaven, I'm going to ask him. I don't know what he wrote, but when he stood up, he said, you're right, but he who without sin cast the first stone. Even the older brother standing there. They're the first to leave. Young, probably. She's still standing there. He said, no one condemn you, no, either I condemn you. That's mercy. Yes, it is. Giving you something you don't deserve. That's right. I'm talking about Lord have mercy. Samson's parents sit him down and said, Sam, listen, we want you to marry this lady. We want you to go down there in them projects messing with the lala man. If you go in them projects, you're going to get in trouble. Samson went in them projects anyway. Got down there messing with the lala man. And the word going around the project. Samson going to Gaza as a prisoner. They said his hair is cut off, his eyes is out, he's on a little bus going to God. They said, you lied, not Samson. Not the strongest man who can grab the posters out of the wall and go running downtown. Not Samson. This is Samson. We saw him going to Gaza as a prisoner. His eyes was out, his hair was cut off. He don't even look like Sam. Going to Gaza as a prisoner, but next thing I look at God. Samson was still praying.
Yes, he was.
Samson still had God on the inside. Samson, I'm no doubt in my mind, he was saying, Lord, I need mercy.
Yes, sir.
Lord, I need mercy. So when they were having a party and having sport and playing music, Samson came out. Look at him. All head. Eyes is out. When he told the young men, take me to the post. Lean me against the post. And took Sam and they leaned Sam against the post. And listen, Sam asking God for mercy. Lord, I know I messed up. I know I didn't do right, Lord, but one more blessing. The Bible said, God, his hair began to grow back. Samson's hair began to grow back and he got a little strength and he pushed. And the pillars came down and the Bible says Samson killed more at his death than he did when he was alive. Come on, you ought to give God a praise, Lord. That's mercy. That's giving Samson something he didn't deserve. He was told not to go in them projects. But God showed him mercy. Mercy is giving you something you don't deserve. Don't be ashamed to say, Lord, have mercy. I don't know who this is for today, but it's for somebody. I need to tell you before I move to a close, God is rich in mercy. Don't be like Saul. Saul, the first king of Israel. God made him the first king and told Saul, when you go in the land, kill everything. There's going to be a spiritual genocide. Saul got in the land and started preaching robes and all this kind of stuff and put in the bag.
Offering sacrifice.
Kept Agag alive. And God spoke to Samuel and said, go down and tell Saul I have removed him from being king. Obedience is better than sacrifice. And when Samuel went down to talk with Saul, and instead of Saul saying, I messed up, Lord, have mercy. Listen what Saul did. He spoke in Samuel's ear. He said, Sam, I know I messed up, but just walk out with me so that people can think I'm still in charge. And just walk out with me, Sam, so that people can think I'm still the king of Israel. Samuel looked at him and said, Saul, you've been fired. God has fired you, and he has found a young man after his own heart. You're no longer the leader of the children of Israel. And from that day forward, the spirit left Saul. And you know the story, Saul died on his own sword. Son Jonathan died. Only person left was his grandson Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth, who lived down in Lodebar. Saul didn't have to die like that. All he had to do was say, Lord, have mercy. You don't have to be in the situation you're in. You don't have to be struggling the way you struggle. All you got to do is say, Lord, have mercy. Mercy is giving you something you don't deserve. God's mercy endure forever. But thank God that David got it together. You say, Reverend, wait a minute, how do you know David got it together? Well, in the 6th Psalm, we see David saying, I water my couch with my tears. My bones are vexed. Lord, have mercy on me. But when you're running, you catch up with him in the 23rd Psalm. David said, Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He making me to lie down in green pastures. He restored my soul. He leading me by the still waters. Listen to David. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Look at David. Surely goodness and shall follow me all the days of my life. Look at old David. We run and we catch up with David in the 24th Psalm. David said, the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof. The world and they that dwell therein. He founded upon the sea and established upon the flows. Look at David in the 27th Psalm. He said, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Or whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked hear my enemies come upon me, in my flesh, they stumbled and they fell. Look at David. We run him and catch up with him in the 34th Psalm. David said, I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall always be in my mouth. I will make a boast unto the Lord. David ain't crying no more. He said, I'm going to make a boast unto the Lord. And we run and we catch up with David in the 100th Psalm. He said, make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God, and he who have made us, and not we ourselves. David, and we run and we catch up with him in the 150th Psalm. That's what he brings us all with. He said that everything. Let them bread. Praise the Lord. If you have bread this morning, you qualify with your God's of praise. You may not have an AA or PA, but you qualify. If God woke you up this morning, you qualify. Give God some praise. If you only do what the devil tried to do to you last night, you'll be on your feet giving God some praise. David said that everything that have breath, praise the Lord. If God woke you up this morning, you ought to give God some praise. God is worthy of your praise. God inhabits our praise. David let us know that we all that everything that have breath, praise the Lord. Praise him for his goodness. Praise him for his goodness. Praise him for his mercy. Praise him for his grace. That everything that have breath, praise the Lord. David, the Bible said David danced before the Lord. David danced so hard, he danced out of his clothes. His wife went to him and said, you embarrassing me. You the king of Israel, why you carrying on like that? David looked at her and said, Michelle, you don't understand. Before I was King David, I was Shepherd David. And nobody didn't even know my name. He said, even when God sent Samuel down to my daddy Jesse house, my own dad overlooked me. He thought my brother ought to be king. But God didn't let the oil run until I came in the house. He said, you don't understand. God delivered me from a lion. God delivered me from a bear. God delivered me from an ugly giant by the name of Goliath. He said, Michelle, you better leave me alone. I got to praise him. I will praise him. I better praise him. I'm going to praise him. Let everything have breath. Praise. Praise the Lord. Come on and give God some praise now. Praise him for his mercy. Praise him for his grace. Let everything have breath. Praise the Lord. If you don't praise him, you get a rock to cry out. I don't want no rock crying out for me. Come on, give God some praise. He's worthy for his mercy, for his grace. He's worthy. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for holiness. Thank you for your obedience. Thank you, Lord. And that everything I've read this morning, come alive. Don't let the devil steal your joy. Don't let the devil steal your praise. You read it this morning, you qualify. The devil trying to take you out last night. He's trying to get you out of here last night. Thank you, David. Thank you, Reverend David. Thank you for not giving up, David. And everything. Have breath, praise the Lord. Come on, let God praise the Lord. Don't let the enemy steal your praise. If you only knew what the devil tried to do to you last night, you'll be giving God some praise. When he came to try to take you out, the Lord said, not yet. I got ministry for her. I got ministry for him. That's why David said, let everything have breath, praise the Lord. I'm sure when David was running those songs, when he was saying that, he thought about the day Saul trying to kill him.
Right.
Trying to kill him with the javelin.
Yes, sir.
Had him running in caves for his life.
Yes.
But look how God works. David ran in the cave. He said, he got me today. But when David got in the cave, God had a spider to come and put a web over the cave.
Yeah.
When Saul looked at him, he said, can't be in there.
Yeah.
God to a spider. God will have a spider to save your life. Don't run from every spider. God knows how to save us. I'm a word preacher. I go for it. God will have a spider to save you.
I like that.
He looked at the web and said, he can't be.
No. And got a web on it.
The web saved his life. The web. God has a way of showing us mercy when we don't deserve it. David knew he was going to die that day. Because he was surrounded and Saul had every cave covered.
Yes, sir.
But God sent a spider. God sent a spider. So when you see David dancing the way he's dancing,
Yes, sir.
when you see David shouting and encouraging all of us, let everything.
Yeah.
David, I'm sure he remembered that spider. Most of us run from him. I run from him too. But every now and then, God has sent a spider. It don't have to literally be a spider. It can be what we call a web that'll help save your life. That's why God didn't leave David in 6 number of Psalms. There's somebody right now who is saying, I water my couch with my tears. My bones are vexed. You hurting right now. For whatever reason, I come to tell you today as I go to my seat that the Lord have mercy can take you out of the state you're in. God has a way of lifting us up, taking us where he wants us to be. With a good old humbling ourselves, saying, Lord, have mercy. I don't know why I'm in this situation. I don't know why I'm going through this. There's nothing I really did wrong. And there may be somebody say, Reverend, I did do wrong. I misused my finances. I know why I'm here. But the Lord have mercy can still bring you out. The Lord have mercy can still bring you out. The Lord have mercy. Somebody is a blessing away from the Lord have mercy. God is rich in mercy. He has a warehouse full of mercy with the key and lock on the outside, waiting for somebody to ask. I'm closing, but I hear David saying as I take my seat, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thou rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup running over. Here we go. Surely, goodness and mercy. David said, they're behind me. Surely back there. Goodness back there. And mercy shall follow me all the days of my life.